Ladies and gentlemen, if you would direct your attention to home plate, where this evening we have a special ceremony remembering one of the finest student athletes to ever pass through the halls of Coffee High School. If there ever was a glory period of Coffee High athletics, it would have to be the first half of the 1980s. We have had hundreds of talented young men and women pass through the athletic program of our school, but there probably hasn't been a more talented group of athletes, top to bottom, than those who took the fields and the courts in the early 1980s. Many of their names are etched on the sign commemorating the back-to-back state baseball championships won in 1982 and 1983. And while they won state titles in baseball, most of those young men contributed in other sports and, of course, in the classroom. Of all the names on that sign, one stands head and shoulders above the rest. Riccardo Ingram, who lost his battle with cancer almost exactly 1 year ago, headlined a team filled with headliners. He was a standout in football, basketball, and baseball, and during a time without recruiting services, national high school athletic media coverage, and national signing day press conferences, Riccardo had college scouts from all over the country traveling to Douglas in search of a few minutes of his time. He was a ball-hawking, punishing defensive back just over the stadium there on the field at Jardine Stadium. He was a 5-tool baseball player before the term was ever used. Riccardo had a ferocious will to win. But winning wasn't enough. He wanted to dominate his opponents, to make sure they knew that it was he who had bested them. Riccardo played his chosen sports the right way. He was never one to rely solely on his athletic ability. Instead, he complemented his God-given talent with a tireless work ethic. He was seldom the biggest, fastest, or strongest player on the field, but he always found a way to beat those who were supposed to have superior talent. He could have chosen any college in the country to attend after he graduated, but Riccardo decided to attend the Georgia Institute of Technology, better known as Georgia Tech, where he was a two-sport star, both in baseball and football, and an all-SEC selection in both sports. The Detroit Tigers selected him in the 1987 draft, and he played in 16 Major League Baseball games for the Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. After retiring from baseball, he became a respected coach in the Twins organization. Riccardo used the same work ethic from his playing days to mold a number of wild-eyed minor leaguers into major league players. All region, all state, all conference, all America. Player, coach, friend, Trojan. This evening, we honor Riccardo Ingram and the number 11, which you see displayed in front of you, which will be eventually posted in this stadium. And we would like to take a moment to honor the man who very well could be the greatest Trojan of them all. And Stan, are you going to present number 11? That goes to Riccardo and Reggie's mama, Robbie Ingram. How many class of 84 people are out there? Bunch of them?